this was an interesting game for us because we kind of went with our defense and rebounding and deflections and loose balls. So didn't make shots, and we need to win a game like this. So I thought our depth was huge for us. Our three guys off the bench played really well, and a great win for our seniors. I wish we could have got the Clayton and Austin and Dalton in there at some point, but they've done so much for us, and they had us ready for today's. They ran to Kansas State's offense the last couple of days, so they had us ready. So they've done another great job. But team effort, and certainly not our best shooting day, and not our best day at the free throw line. But we got it done with the rebounding and coming up with steals and deflections.
You guys lost the last 7 in the regular season last year, kind of knocked you out of the NCAA. Is now 4 straight to sort of seemingly solidify. What's the difference?
We're a better team. I mean, last year was last year. I think it's, sometimes schedule has something to do with it too. I mean, I think I like our team right now, and obviously we're playing well and playing our best basketball at the end. I think our 8 guys are really understand their roles, when they're getting in, when they're coming out, and I think it's just we're playing as good as anybody right now. So we're excited about it.
That play that Desmond made to poke the ball free and chase down not only gave you guys the lead, but it kind of changed the momentum there to the final.
Yeah, no question. I mean, he came up with the rebounds and down the stretch, and he's doing more and more stuff other than just making shots. He's getting layups. He got the block. The last game too as well. And getting rebounding more too. But I think he's becoming a better defender. We've become better defenders. And that's what we need. I mean, it's I had to get better because we were not very good early. But this is a little bit. They shot a little bit higher, but we made up for it with the turnovers and the rebounding. So again, it was a good job for us defensively, and Desmond's been playing really well. I think it was good too. We got them. They were strong down the stretch because we got them a little bit less minutes. Not a lot, but a little bit less minutes with getting him out a little bit, getting Kenrich and Alex down out a little bit too as well.
In your opening comment, you mentioned that it was, paraphrasing, that it was nice to win a game like this. Do you mean with kind of a defensive?
Well, I mean, we went 5 for 20, went 15 for 26, so we had to win it some other way. I mean, if we'd made free throws, it would have been a whole different game, even in the first half. And but those happen. That happens. I mean, there are those games, those outliers, and we had that on the offensive end. Made too many turnovers, but I felt good about our offense in the second half. We missed wide open shots, and so I didn't feel as good about it in the first half. But second half, I was like, just keep doing what we're doing. We had to address some things in the first half, but the shots were good. I mean, we had Quad, we had 3, 4 wide open threes, and Desmond's had 2 or 3 right there. But Vlad hit the big one. We changed up a little bit offensively there at the end. Coach Patrick mentioned something. We put this play in a little bit a week ago, and it wasn't the cleanest, but it got what we wanted at the end. So that was a big play by Vlad, big shot, and a big pass by eventually got there with Alex's penetration.
Coach, you threw a lot of things at Dean Wade tonight. He was really good, but his last field goal came with about 7.5 to go. How good were you on him down the stretch? Yeah,
we put Kenrich on him. I mean, I think that was probably had something to do with it. I mean, he made some tough shots. He got some layups too. I mean, he's good, and it seemed like they were really going to him and mid post, and he was really backing us down and using his physicality. It was a very physical game, and he used his physicality on the offensive end. I mean, we were cutting him off, and he was still getting closer by backing down and then pivoting at the end. So, I mean, he's a really good player, and really as good as any player in the league, really, especially any big guy. I mean, he has the offensive skills, and he's gonna be playing for a long time.
Coach, you've had Vlad and Kenrick for the last 2 years. Mm-hmm. What do you think of their growth and what they've done for this team?
I was talking to somebody today, and I think the biggest thing with them, and obviously the program and the change, and from their sophomore years when they and then these last 2 years and the rise. I mean, that's probably what they'll be remembered. But I know what we'll talk to recruits, and we'll talk about their improvement. And and the things that they do really well. Like Henderson's like a good 3-point shooter now. A very good 3-point shooter and a good shooter, and he goes 2 for 4 tonight. Well, that wasn't what he was. He was a non-shooter. And then you talk about Vlad, who's as good as anybody scoring on the block today, notwithstanding, but he couldn't score on the block 2 years ago, and so he's just getting stronger, developing, working on his footwork. But I think we can talk to recruits and say, you want to come to a college, you want to come to a place, you want to get better, and look at these two guys who became all-league players that neither one had a scholarship, Division I scholarship out of high school, and I think that speaks volumes for us as well as them going forward. So. They work so hard. They're in the gym. Vlad lifts. We have a group of the redshirt guys, that big group we have, and they lift extra during the season. Well, Vlad's doing the same thing because we felt he wore down. So he's in there. He'll be in there tomorrow lifting. He's getting 5 lifts a week during the season. Just shows the kind of commitment. But that's what he wants to do to get to the next level. So it's those type of things. Kendrick is the first guy in the gym every day, and. But again, they didn't have, both qualifiers that went to junior colleges. That's unheard of, and then become all Big 12 players. So they didn't have scholarships out of high school and became all Big 12 players. I don't think you could find one of those guys, let alone 2.
Coach, 21 wins and the highest attendance mark since you played at TCU. Talk about, are you surprised the pace of the program's changed since you've stepped on campus?
I came in with the mentality we were going to win right away, so I know it doesn't make sense, but it's what we expect to do. It's what we plan to do. We got to set high goals. You're not going to reach otherwise. So, I didn't want to put a limit on what we could do. There was good players here, as I've said numerous times. Trent had good players here. They were coached hard, so pushing them and challenging was not going to be a problem. And we brought in good players along with them. So. I think it's what I expected. I don't know. They seem to believe though, so I thank them for doing that.
You've already touched on the play where Vlad hit the late 3 and that pushed the lead to 4, but then the very next possession, K-State loses the ball, you guys come down, Desmond hits 2 free throws.
Right.
So there in less than 20 seconds, the lead ballooned from 1 to 6. Just how big of a sequence?
Well, we made a 3, which we had missed. I don't know if you've seen us play, but those are 3s we usually make. We had wide open 3s from 50% 3-point shooters that didn't go in on numerous things. So, as I said, I don't know if I said it in here on the radio, but in the second half, I felt good about our offense. We were getting wide open looks. Keep doing what we're doing. Eventually, we're going to hit one, and we did finally. So, it's just we've had very few. We lead the conference in 3-point shooting. We're the best offense in the conference. This was a game where we didn't make shots, and that one we did. And so, and we didn't make free throws either. So, even the first half, we made our free throws. It would have been instead of a 5-point lead, it would have been 8, 9. 10. So they were very physical. It was a very physical game, and we knew that that's how they play. But it was. Vlad couldn't get a touch on the post. He was continually beat off not allowed to get a catch on the post. He was catching it too far out. So they did some things to our offense. Their physicality completely took us away from what we wanted to do, especially in the first half.
Any last question for Coach?
Is there something about K-State that just gets you really fired up?
Yeah, I think I deserve that tee today. So I don't believe I did the other 2, and I don't think anybody saw it. But I did. I know it's I think I got more against them than in my whole career at Pitt. It's true. I think I had 3 in 13 years. I've got way more here. I understand it, but. If anybody saw the play, watch him dribbling when he see on that play before, and you'll be laughing louder than you are right now. You'll be laughing louder than you are right now. So, I deserved that, and as I told the players, I gave them a point there, guys. You got to cover me, and they did. So, because they made 1, so it only cost us a point. It's a good crew. I deserve that, and I didn't say anything bad. I didn't use a bad word or anything, but I deserved it.
Thanks.
Okay.